Hey prayer warriors, it's Coach Baker here, and I want to share the scripture of the day with you. So it comes from Galatians 6:9, and I'm reading the NIV version as well as the KJV version. And it reads, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." That is the NIV version. The KJV version says, "And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." And so I just want to point out some things for you that stood out to me. When I think about this scripture, I think about the famous saying, "You reap what you sow." But what I did not realize is prior to this scripture in verse 9, in the previous verse, it talks about reaping and sowing. And for the definition of reap, it is to gather, it's to take, it's to get as a return. And sowing is basically to scatter seeds. It's for growth. And so when you're thinking about reaping and sowing, basically whatever it is that you're scattering is what is going to come back, is that harvest that you have set out. And so when the scripture talks to you about not growing weary, the definition of that is physically or mentally exhausted by hard work. So if you're steadily being good, and you notice that the world is still negative, friends are still negative, things are still not going the way you want, I don't want you to become weary in you being good, because in due time, in proper time, you are going to reap that goodness. That goodness is going to come back to you. So for me, I would rather put out good. I would rather continue being kind, showing up, and being the best version of myself as best as I can, so that in due season, in the proper time, I'm going to get that goodness that I've given out that's going to come back to me. And so I hope this blesses you. I hope that you think about it and ponder on it. It's from Galatians 6:9, and you have a great rest of your day. Bye.